Ming Chen is a high school student in central Philadelphia. It's dusk, and while most kids are heading home, Ming is heading to work. You have a lot of work. You have school, and then you have a job.
It's not really a job, it's like helping parents.
Ming's parents operate a small Chinese takeout place. And like many of his friends in this community of recent immigrants, Ming often works long hours to help the family make ends meet.
Friday and Saturday, I usually work until like 10, 11, or sometimes 12.
Small businesses like restaurants or tailors are often the only employment available to Asian immigrants who speak little or no English. I'm Soledad O'Brien, and I found that the stereotype of Asian Americans as overachievers doesn't hold true in Philadelphia. The recent Asian immigrant population is among those least likely to hold a high school diploma.
So you have a third of Chinese and Vietnamese families in poverty. We've got over 40% of Cambodians in poverty. Stunning numbers.
The Asian community here includes both long-term residents and recent arrivals from places like Nepal, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Burma. Many of them are refugees.
We all speak different languages, which makes it very complicated, but also enormously diverse.
The language and cultural differences can be a problem for young Asian Americans.
We don't speak a lot of English, we have accent, and we're afraid we don't speak in public that much, so it's really tough for us.
But there is a place where Ming and kids like him can go to share their experiences and build their self-confidence. Asian Americans United, or AAU, was founded in 1985 to bring together young people across Philadelphia's Asian communities to talk about assimilation, language differences, and racial injustice.
When we ask about experience in school as Asians, these are the things they came up with. Bias, language barrier, communication, racism, cultural difference.
Sometimes they ask me, do you eat dogs or cats? So I don't really like that question.
All they say is like, if you don't let it bother you, then it won't bother, it won't hurt, but it's not true.
It's extremely difficult to survive in a public school. There is a language barrier, but also violence against Asians.
A turning point came in 2009 at South Philadelphia High when nearly 30 Asian students were assaulted, all on the same day. In response, AAU kicked off the youth program here in the offices of a charter school they'd established.
A big part of our work, as we see it, is the need to develop new leadership in communities, and that means young people, youth leaders, as well as newer immigrant and refugee leadership.
Ellen Somakawa is AAU's executive director.
Nobody is asking young people, especially immigrant young people, what is this like for you and how could it be better? So we're creating that opportunity.
What has AAU done for you?
It's a place I can express myself, fully express myself by using my first language.
Do your parents understand what life is like for you?
Absolutely no.
No?
No. They never know like the hardship to learn English.
I feel like my family doesn't really understand how hard it is to live up to the expectations. Back in middle school, my grades weren't that good, and they come home and they get upset with you. I try to live up to her expectation.
Do you think people understand how hard it is to come here as a 9-year-old and not speak any of the language and have to succeed?
My first day of school, I cried in class. No one was there to help me. Like, I didn't know how to tell anyone how I felt.
One of the things we believe in a lot is that our young people will grow up to become amazing leaders within our communities, and that we have a responsibility to talk to them about what leadership means. Even if you don't speak English, the ability to see an injustice and to do something about it.
Going to AAU, I learned someone is there for you, and you can help, and you can make a difference. You can change all of these things.
It's like someone's there to help you, someone's there to guide you. You know that someone's willing to listen to you.
Okay.